We get too caught up in the idea of ourselves from other perspectives. I feel like we fail to acknowledge how important our perspective is and our perspective of where we are in our journey. We live in a generation, in a society that's so bent on, you know, comparison.
It's really important for you to spend time outside the confines of your bedroom walls. There's so much of life to see in spaces that you've always been in but never paid attention to, you know? Um, and also visit the places that make you happy. You're always thinking about where you want to go, what you want to do, you know, experiences you want to experience. You're always thinking about them, but you never act on them. When you make excuses, you say, no, I don't have money to do that. No, I don't have this. No, no, okay. Traveling is a different story, yes. That can be expensive and not easily attainable for most, but look around you, man. Look at your neighborhood. Go to your favorite park, you know. Um, look for parks around you. That's not going to cost you anything, just a little walk. And you need that. You need to spend time not scrolling, not consuming. It's not hard. We make so many things hard for ourselves by overthinking them, by attaching them to some sort of material component that makes them harder to attain, you know? Like, oh, I want to go visit my favorite museum. Yeah, but I don't have a car, so I can't go. But you'll pay for an Uber to go to the club. Be so for real. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, go out, have fun. But what happens when you do things that are fun when you're sober? You lived most of your life doing that, you know? Um, During high school, when you were younger than that, like, we all genuinely need to start looking at life from a child's perspective. For those of us who are constantly working on ourselves, we always think about inner child healing. I'm always thinking about it as such like a grand thing, but it's a lot simpler than we make it. It's in the everyday, it's in the mundane, it's in the simple things you do. Experience joy in the little things, doing something that doesn't involve consuming other people's lives. Which leads me back to comparison, because the more you consume content about other people's lives, the less you feel good about yours, because someone is always going to seem like they have it better than you. Someone else is always going to seem like their life is easier than yours, because you don't actually get to see what their problems actually are. You know, it's toxic because they show us all the good. They never show us the bad, and the algorithm doesn't support the people who do show us the bad and do show us the ugly moments in their lives. Everything in life ebbs and flows, you know. Nothing is ever linear. Nothing goes from 0 to 100. There's numbers in between 0 and 100. And we need to start remembering that. And we need to stop comparing ourselves to people who don't have any hold over your life in any way. Like,
There is no comparison. There is nobody like you. There is no other you, so who is there to compare? No one is you. No one takes up the space you take up. No one sees the world from your viewpoint. And that's also why it's important to be a friend to yourself and be kind to yourself. You know,